Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the video today. About the new So basically, what we'll start off with is basically there's gonna be no more memory wipes. Uh, the last one was this update. Um, and the game that you see in the background is a game that I had. It's a pretty bloody good game actually. Um, and and this is the Congo. Congo, I've recently unlocked the Congo, and the Kawachi is just terrible shit. Um, because it honestly feels like the armor is so much stronger than what it used to be. In the Kawachi before this update, I could reliably citadel a USS Texas with AP. After this update, you can't do that. You just cannot do that. Not even if he's broadside on, you cannot pen his side armor. It's even worse if you come across a USS Pennsylvania. And I'm actually going to talk about the USS Pennsylvania because she's actually been nerfed. It's not a direct nerf, it's more like an indirect nerf, where normally before this update, you can have your secondaries going off and shooting target at the same time you shoot an aircraft down. Well, now they've changed that, so you press the toggy dual purpose, and it either changes it from, being a secondary battery to being a anti-air, and I think that's a really good choice. But what I am unhappy with is the rate of fire of those secondaries is just insanity. My Kawachi, before this game actually, my Kawachi, and I just got creamed from full health to nothing by a Pennsylvania's secondary weapons while he just picked off our carriers. The secondaries are just honestly ridiculously overpowered. And honestly, fires just feel a bit more of a pain than they used to be. The heal does feel stronger. Um, I definitely noticed a difference in the heal. You can actually heal a lot more health, not a lot more, but you can heal a good chunk more health. Um, and you know the unlocking the Congo is just a breath of fresh air. You can actually reliably pen it. And in this video, actually, you would actually see me pen do some insane shots. Um, I had it was probably one of my best games in the Congo, and it's very good ship. It's really quick. It's got very good guns. Her model looks different than what it used to be. The gun turrets definitely different. The main gun battery, but they've got a different shape to them. I'm not sure if I'm going mad, but they've definitely got a different shape. The ship models just look a bit more crisp. They just look better. Um, and this was quite a large update from the sounds of it, and it looks like it's been quite a large update. There's been buffs and nerfs here and there. The heal rate is a lot better than what it used to be. It used to be such a pain. You would press the T to heal, and you just heal such a small amount of health. But now you couldn't actually heal quite a substantial amount of health, and it is just so good. You don't feel so defenseless. When you activate your heal, it lasts for 60 seconds, but you heal so little, and you just think, oh, what's the point? But now you can actually fight. You can actually see me fighting against a lot of ships. I shot at the Congo before. I did the what I originally thought was a Congo turned out to be a Fuso, so that was a bit of an idiot of me. But I focused on the Congo, and the Japanese shell velocity, and this is another thing which I have found to be. Now, that shot there, I'm not sure if he got torpedoed or anything, but that was a ridiculous amount of damage. It actually says that I got the kill, but I'm not sure if I did all that damage. But anyway, all the Japanese battleships, shell velocity, it's just off the roof. It's off the rockers. It's so quick. You don't need to give that much lead. It's probably twice as quick as the Americans. And they're just so much easier to use. The Americans obviously have more penning power because, and you get to see I just completely annihilate that Fuso, and the enemy team just asked this Fuso not to die. Obviously, he's gonna go down. Um, and the game just feels so much better. I do have a few problems with the game. For example, carriers. They just they're just too much of a pain. They really are. I know it's carriers, and people are gonna be saying, oh, Wargaming 2.0. It really isn't Wargaming 2.0 because the carriers are not that bad, but there are a few things that they could just do a bit of polishing on. So I'm just looking around, just seeing, who I can annihilate, and I've activated my heal, and you can just see how much I'm healing for. I'm healing for quite a bit actually, um, and I'm really happy with this change because originally the heal just wasn't that good. I'm not sure if they've changed something with the heal, or if I'm tripping, but the heal just feels better. It just feels stronger. Um, and the Japanese weapons just feel stronger. They're just so quick. The main caliber shells are so quick. The secondaries. Now that's one thing. I know that the Pennsylvania has ridiculous secondaries, but I feel like there's been a secondary nerf, across the board. It just feels like secondaries just don't have that much of an impact. Um, uh, you know, saying that, you're just gonna see me eat a destroyer alive with secondaries. Now, I got AP loaded, I fire, and I completely fluffed this shot. Um, and it just lands all behind him. Honestly, the dispersion of battleships is fine. I'm actually going down the Japanese route because the American route, I've already played the Americans, before this update, and honestly, they have some of the most ridiculous armor layouts on the planet, and it's going to be even more ridiculous now with this, buffed armor because I mean that should have been a citadel, and I hit the Pennsylvania with a few of those shells, and it didn't really do that much damage, and it's just ridiculous of how much armor they have, really. I just another thing is the bug with the Congo and the Fuso where they couldn't pen jack shit has been fixed. They can actually be pen as you've been seeing me doing. Somehow I get a massive hit on a Mitsuki and I completely ruin his citadel. Um, and he's gone from basically full health to basically nothing. And you can just see. I mean, I know I said secondaries are a bit more poor, but you could just see me just eat that poor destroyer alive. Um, and just talking about destroyers, I'm going to talk about a lot of things, but talking about destroyers, um, I just feel like destroyers are having a bit more of a hard time, honestly. So, overall, this update has been fantastic. I don't have any hard doubts about it, but I do have a few soft doubts. Um, and the thing that really annoys me is they still haven't patched this where you can actually shoot further than you're meant to shoot, and that's really annoying. I know that I using this in this replay, but it is so frustrating. It is so frustrating when you think, oh, I'm safe, and then suddenly you get absolutely massacred by a full broadside Fuso, which shoots, you from 17 kilometers away. It's ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. Also, another thing I want to touch on, and this is one thing that I absolutely despise, is when you normally Citadel a ship, you do a lot of damage. When you Citadel a carrier, you do basically nothing to him. Now, yeah, I just Citadel a carrier, don't 10k to him. But I was noticing, when I was fighting a host show, I Citadeled him 5 times. 5 times! And I still didn't kill him. And I just think that, is there a bug with carriers? Like, I really do hope that this is not deliberate, because honestly, do we really need carriers to be even more stronger than they are now? Honestly, I don't really want this. I don't want this thing playing out. I want the devs to really think of their game, and they honestly are really thinking of their game. And I think this is a bug with carriers. It just, you know, when I hit that Citadel, I was shocked that I did so much damage to him. I was absolutely shocked. Because normally you would shoot a carrier and do basically jack shit to him. And he'll be like, oh yeah, I'll just dust it off. But yeah, you would shoot a normal ship and you would just completely massacre the insides of them. But with a carrier, you don't. And it's annoying. It's honestly frustrating. Um, when you have AP loaded, you shoot at the broadside of carrier, and it says, "Oh, you got 3 Citadel hits." But his bar basically doesn't even really move. It moves a bit, but it doesn't move a lot, and you might as well just be flinging HE at him. Um, Now I'm looking at that carrier, thinking, well, should I go for the carrier or should I go for the destroyer? And I look at the carrier again, and I just think about this, and I just think, and I think, and I keep on thinking, um, and I'm just doing something at the moment, so that's why I'm not moving my mouse at all. But basically, um, you know, um, carriers just feel a bit too strong. Destroyers seem like they're having a bit of a hard time. Now I fire, and I've got 7 seconds left, and those shells are just like, I got HE loaded, obviously, and they hit and they kill him. So I'm really happy with that. But again, battleships shouldn't be able to shoot out of their, purposed uh um range, to be honest. So another thing I want to talk about is something's been floating around about a new line, a new nation, actually. Um, and I've actually seen one German ship in the game. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to talk about them. I'm not going to say the name of what ship I saw, because I don't want to get punished. I don't want to have an admin say to me, "Oh, can you take your video down?" Because I don't want that. I don't want to leak something which I'm not allowed to leak. I don't want to do that. But yeah, there's a few German ships. Again, I can't say the names because um, I don't want to mess anything up. Um, yeah, German ships have been confirmed. There's also from what I've heard, this is from what I've heard. This, I'm not sure if this is true or not. But German ships. I don't know if it's confirmed. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But it sounds like they're coming to the game. Um, And it also sounds like there's some other very exciting ships. One that I'm very very worried about of being extremely overpowered. And another one, of course, which is going to cause a lot of controversy in the community. Honestly, um, in my opinion, it's about damn time they're bringing a new nation to the game. But, you know, hats off to them. They've done so well with this game. They've done so bloody well. And I hope that this game carries on doing well. Um, you know, I give all my respect to the admin, all my respect to the admins. But I will try and search up. I will ask. Oh, are German ships to come to the game? Is this coming to the game? Is that coming to the game? Because I've heard about this and I've heard about that. If it turns out not to be true, that's fine. But if it turns out to be true, then I'm gonna probably make a new video on it if I'm allowed to. I will ask, oh hey, can I make a video on this? And if I'm not allowed to, then I'm not allowed to. But if I'm allowed to, then I will make a video on it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section, what are you most excited about this update? Honestly, I'm a bit worried about the armor update. I absolutely love the shell velocity of the Japanese ships now. It's probably a bit too quick in my honest opinion. I also love the fact that they fixed the pen problem with the Congo and the Fuso. The Pennsylvania, I still think it needs a slight nerf on her secondary weapons. They just fire too quick. I just don't. You see a lot of people in Pennsylvania's. It's because it's just really strong. It's not overpowered. It's just really strong, and I think it needs to be a bit tuned down a bit, just a bit. Maybe just make its reload like half a second slower on its secondaries. But overall, fantastic update. Absolutely fantastic update. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna leave it as that. So, peace.